You want to do a mitzvah, so you tell your older sister that you'll watch her baby on Shabbat afternoon so she can take a break. Well, things are going great for about the first 10 minutes, and then the baby starts screaming wildly. You check the diaper and it's clean, so that's not the problem. And the baby just woke up from a nap, so it's not that. Aha! The baby must be hungry. Okay. You find the baby formula in a bottle, but you're so flustered by all the screaming that you can't remember how to heat up the bottle on Shabbat in a permitted way. So let's calm down and consider 3 different ways to warm the bottle, and we'll see what might be your best option. Method number 1. You pour boiling water from the Shabbat urn into a baby bottle so that it is half full. Then you add a small amount of cold water to the bottle and test the temperature. You discover that the water is boiling hot. So you add a little more cold water and keep testing it again and again until the water is just warm enough for the baby. So is this permitted or not? Consider that the initial mixture of hot and cold water was definitely over Yad Saletitbo, until eventually enough cold water was added. So what do you say? The answer is this method is permitted. Why? Because the bottle is a second vessel. And the rule is that water does not cook in a second vessel. So you can add cold water even though the resulting mixture may be over Yad Saletitbo. I just want to mention one additional point. Be sure that when you start out that the bottle is completely dry. Because if there are any drops of water in the bottle when you pour in the boiling water, that will actually be cooking those drops of water. So you'll need to take a rag and dry the bottle out first. Okay, let's take a look at a completely different method of warming up a baby bottle. You fill the bottle with cold tap water, then screw on the top, and then pour boiling hot water over the bottle in order to warm up the water. Is this permitted? Well, let's analyze. Pouring from a first vessel is called irui kli rishon. That cooks with greater power than does a second vessel, and we permit putting uncooked water only into a second vessel. So in this case, pouring hot water over the bottle seems problematic. But not really, because we learned that pouring from a first vessel, irui kli rishon, only cooks the outer layer of whatever you're pouring onto. Well, in this case, the outer layer is the plastic baby bottle, and plastic is already cooked. So in this case, pouring the hot water does not cook the water inside the bottle, and this method of heating up the bottle is, yes, permitted. Okay, now let's consider one more method. This time you fill the baby bottle halfway with cold tap water, and then you fill the bottle the rest of the way with boiling hot water. Is this permitted or not? Well, that depends. The question we need to ask is, what was the temperature of the mixture right after you added the hot water? If the temperature was Yad Saletitbo or higher, then this method is forbidden because pouring from a first vessel cooks the cold tap water. But if the resulting mixture was less than Yad Saletitbo, then this method is permitted because, again, the issue of halachic cooking never gets started if the temperature is less than Yad Saletitbo. But one caveat, you'll need to pour the hot water in one spurt so that it mixes quickly with the cold water before the upper layer of cold water can get cooked. So now go feed the baby, but next time maybe ask your sister to prepare a bottle ahead of time.